We want to welcome you to the crypto kingdom. This is London. We are live. We're going to go through some Bitcoin and Dogecoin today. You guys are welcome here all the time. It's a VIP crew, but we are excited about having you today. Let's go ahead and start up the stream. I have a few different, individual charts to go over today. Let's start off with the Twitter notification. You guys can definitely sign in to Twitter. You guys know that, and it's at the Kingdom, THEKIN. Sorry. GDOM. We're going to be going through some essentials here of chart formations. We're in I entitled this, essentially the 2021 crash. Did I say 21 or 20? 21. Good. We're on par. I have 20 for some reason up on here. 2020 something else. Guys, as we look at the descending triangle, this is a key feature that you're going to want to be able to beat. Okay, if you are a bull, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be easy. We're going to go through the daily versus the hourly chart. Some of these are going to look a little bit nicer than the other ones. In terms of the chart formations, we'll start on the most reliable, the daily. You guys, welcome back. We had a nice conference call today of all the VIPs. That was very exciting. Good to hear all of your input. We are working on some technology here to be able to bring you some more information. And let me go through the chats, make sure everybody is in, and that there's no audio problems, etc. We are happy to have everybody involved, but most likely our VIP members will rewatch this, and we hope that it's great technical analysis in line with your expectations. Instead of a bottle of champagne, Dom Perignon, etc., we would like to bring you charts, okay? We'd like to bring you some not financial advice, but financial information. Just because it is not financial advice does not mean it is incorrect. We are highly accurate, and we look forward to continuing to be highly accurate. This descending triangle currently on the aggregate. Let's zoom out and take a look at Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin in the aggregate looks like about this, y'all. We've gone through a 50% retracement since the high of 64,863.10. Absolutely, that's $64,863.10. 64,863.10 is the all-time high. We compute that in line with all of our Fibonacci calculations, everything, guys. We have our stacked, heavy reserves. VIP have heavy reserves. As you guys know, that stacked below, ready to deploy at the lower levels. That's not financial advice. That's just the truth in terms of VIP and what you guys are looking at. This descending triangle cannot be ignored right now. You guys are right upon the threshold of a potential lower target. You guys know that. And in terms of everything, we hope that you guys are prepared for the lower levels. We assume that you are. The way that the VIPs are prepared is through deployment of cash in the form of limit orders in multiples of current exposure at the lower levels. You guys are teetering right now on this lower line of support. It will either hold or it will not hold. Okay, there is an argument right now going on. I mean, a dignified argument as to whether or not, if you just raise this level, please pay attention to this right here. If you just raise this level of this base of the support line, if you guys will look at this, the baseline support, there is an argument, and you are seeing an inflection point right now along the lines of, let me highlight this. This is crucial right here. If you guys will take a look at this, and this looks best on a big screen TV. If you guys will put this on a big screen, you'll be able to definitely take a look at this better. Audio check. Hard to hear. Is that any better? I can turn up the mic, or you can turn up your volume. I can adjust this slightly. Let me get into this. You tell me if this is better. Is that any better? I can turn this up a bit. I may get some background inferential noise. Let me know, is that better? I can also do this. We should be in a good zone now where you can, it's showing me it may be too loud. If that is a little bit better, you let me know. Is that better? Do a sound check, and let's see if this is that better? Let me know. Better. Let's do that, and you let me know if that is better. It should be. We should have raised the volume quite a bit there in terms of the overall volume. If not, we'll go through with a different volume setup tomorrow, but that should be better. So let me know if that indeed is a little bit better. Yeah, okay, great. We may have some background noise, but it is important information that I'm getting to you. So if you have to turn your volume up versus me turning mine down, it's kind of a take. As we look at this, hugely important. Do you guys see the inflection point that's just turned right now on screen? This is a hugely important issue right now. As we look at this, guys, at this descending triangle, it is just kind of at the breaking point. I'm not one to hype things up, but this is a very huge point here for Bitcoin. As you look at the descending line of resistance there, multiple hits, 1, 2, 3. We have multiple hits, 1, 2, in line with this double bottom that we tried to establish in line with an ascending triangle. You guys know that was failed. Now we're looking at an inflection point. Very serious, guys. You have gone below this double bottom here, the double bottom on your screen, hugely hugely important, guys. We're currently at an inflection point where we have gone below that double bottom, guys. You will see that evidenced here, and just hugely important information, guys. This is crucial because why? You may be about to break down out of this descending triangle to the downside. We're looking at a confirmation in the midst of occurring. It's kind of exciting, to tell you the truth. If we could get some volatility to the downside to pick up some of our lower orders. A lot of people have orders at the lower levels, and I'll just leave that line right there. But you can see the power through this previous line of support. And you guys see this absolutely this double bottom right here, which did not hold. We tried to establish a good pattern formation, but the bulls couldn't keep it up. Just not enough capital willing to deploy. The charts have been very weak recently, and you guys can see the power through this descending triangle. And we're on the daily chart right now. I encourage you guys to bring that up on your own screens, okay? In addition to this, on your cell phones, etc. Get to the daily on TradingView. And let's take a look at this. No problem, Slim, etc. Hope that you guys can here. And I hope you had a good, relaxing weekend. Aside from everything else, we're concerned about your quality of life. We want you to eat well, sleep well. I know crypto's open 24/7, and I know you guys are tough. But definitely take care of those relationships outside of crypto, the crypto trade. That I know some of them are involved with crypto, etc. But make sure you take care of those relationships as well outside of. Invest in humans as well as the market. That's what I always tell people. So it's this is a key inflection point, guys. I can't focus on that enough. You are teetering. You're watching the price action right now live. This inflection point right here is just huge. You're either going to accomplish re-entering. What we're going to do is re-enter into a very bearish pattern. You guys know the descending triangle, guys. This is not up for debate. This is a descending triangle. It is bearish by design, and it's something as we tried to build into a bull flag here. We tried to build into this run up with this downward sloping channel. We tried to trade that. I'll tell you, my team and I backed off a little bit in this zone. We just did. It seems like it was frustrating. This failure right here, I'll tell you why we did back off. Technically, this failure to achieve, the full, I'd say the amplitude of this downward sloping channel, which could have made the bull flag, this run up with a downward sloping channel. This failure, mid-level failure, kind of gave us a hesitation in terms of technical analysis. That will give a lot of people a hesitation. The failure to satisfy the entirety of the amplitude of this channel, okay, right in here as we look at this specified channel. And let's go ahead. I'll draw this down here for you, just so you understand. Technically, this will cause some people to back off a little bit. When you have a mid-level hitch like this, wherein you're not fully expressing the amplitude of this downward sloping channel, that's going to cause some bulls to back off a little bit and ask kind of what's going on. Okay, so we have fallen from that. We have fallen out of that channel, which could have been a bull flag. We had a previous bull flag, as you guys understand. We have diagnosed this heavily, guys, and this was a beautiful bull flag in here. If you go to the different time frames, you'll see the bullish nature of this channel, this downward channel, this formation here, which was just a beautiful flag, just picture perfect in terms of the completion during this during the entirety of this consolidation. The completion to the upside was just a phenomenal move. It was beautiful. This bull flag played out well. Look on the other time frames, you'll see the technical conformance on that. So when we ran into this potential here, we ran into another potential, guys, another potential bull flag right here, which would have had big implications. And what we did is we looked at this on the daily, and it was just nicely laid out. The problem was we had a problem, we had an issue with the conformance with the, and I'll take a little bit of an angulation, right, a differentiation in the angular expression of this downward channel, without a doubt. I'll take a little bit of variance on that in terms of, well, it's not completely parallel. It's always best if it's 100% parallel, your channels, in terms of the technical conformance. But the failure to achieve this top level in here, okay, and the lack of expression to the bottom line of support, this mid-level hitch, really gave us a lot of pause, I'd say. It turned it into a kind of an inverse head and shoulders potential instead of the bull flag, kind of playing multiple patterns along the way. And the more patterns you get into, that increased differentiation, that causes us to back off sometimes. So we traded heavily in this time. We actually, as I recall, you guys look back on the tape, if you will, in terms of when we really started to chew into this. And I mean, on the micro, really working on Gate, which is our new software. You guys look in the description, you'll see Gate software is phenomenal, guys. You'll enjoy that exchange. I think it should be in the description right now. I hope you guys are enjoying Gate. I know the VIPs are. To the extent you're subscribers and not full-fledged VIPs, that is a level of membership that you can definitely chime into. You can definitely go ahead and join at that top level of support, guys. It's all the pricing targets, it's our Fibonacci's, and it's full-fledged unfettered access, guys, into the back rooms. These back rooms are just killing it, guys. You're having so much fun. This general chat, the hot altcoins, the Doge traders, and the Bitcoin trades, guys. It's where all the action is at, and I want you guys to not miss out on that. We had some great talk today. Some conference calling went on today. It was very exciting. Talking with some people we haven't talked to in a while about their preferences, about what they'd like to do in terms of communications, full-time audio. We're thinking about implementing full-time audio communications for all our VIPs throughout the day, so you guys don't have to wait for a stream. You don't have to just communicate in the DM back room. We're thinking about putting the full-time audio in so that you guys can communicate throughout the day on your trades, either altcoin, maybe we'll have an altcoin division, maybe we'll have a Bitcoin division, and maybe we'll have a general chat. We're looking at doing that for you guys to increase the ability of you to interact, and it will be with an enterprise level of security, so you guys don't have to worry about discussing potential things that could be sensitive in terms of your finances, etc. We're going to try and implement that for you, and it's not going to be an easy chore, but it's definitely something that we believe will be worthwhile. So we did go over this bull flag, guys. It wouldn't be unprecedented. You guys know there was a previous bull flag here. There was a secondary potential bull flag here, and just the completion. They do say flags fly at half mast, correct? So that was a full, unfettered, unquestionable, just nice bull flag to the upside. So we were hoping, well, let's get another run of it up. Well, we frustrated to the downside again. That lack of technical conformance in this area, guys, in that mid-level zone that turned into, you see that inverse head and shoulders right there. It turned into an inverse head and shoulders. May have been because we were just I don't know how the degree to which you guys were trading heavily. It's exciting to think that you guys had a big impact on it, and I know you did. So we love that, guys. The descending triangle, I don't think it could be really ignored right now. Again, it's a little frustrated too. I'll say as I compare these realistically, I'll state that this downward sloping channel, okay, in terms of this bull flag, it wasn't fully expressed right here. Excuse me, it had some mid-level hitches there, mid-level hitches, right? So in terms of that, we're going to look at shout out to Andrew. Andrew, how are you, brother? Nice to see you. Andrew's in the house. Great trader, guys. Unbelievable trader. We had a conference call with him today. You guys want some input? Andrew right here is in the chat just now. Unbelievable trader. Just incredible to hear his input all the time. He's killing it. Anytime he wants a trade, he's going to go get it, guys. I don't think you can throw a fastball or curveball or slider by him. He's in the game to win, and he knows what he's doing. So we're just working our way back up into, and this will be kind of the dramatic expression of the price action right now, back up into what essentially a very bearish pattern, guys. I'm just going to say that it's so we're fighting to hang on. There are some different patterns we can come up with immediately to give this a little bit of a push. If we wanted to give it a little bit of a push, I'm going to say if we wanted to, let's draw this here, and we played with this just a touch, but I'm real hesitant to do it, guys. There are some falling wedges. There are some different things. I'll share those in the back rooms of the VIP. You guys can look at that in terms of the falling wedges, where there might be a little bit of an expression of bullish activity, a little bit of a breakout to the upside expected, but it's just so slight. We can go into the lower time frames now. So the bulls are fighting essentially, guys, with any kind of demand to get back into. We've retested this 50% level so many times, guys. It was at 1, 2, 3, 4 times on the candlesticks and the line, etc. You guys know this 50% retracement has just been something we have continued to sluggishly kind of try and recompete with. And the line doesn't show you, the line chart doesn't exactly express the full nature of the volatility. You guys know as we go to the candlesticks, it has been really a phenomenal profit making machine. You guys know it has been a natural reattraction to Bitcoin in a way that we can definitely just sign off on and say we've loved it, guys. It's been very nice. As you guys say, well, the Johnny come latelys to Bitcoin, I think you better check your records, guys. We have some very strong members of the VIP, etc., that have been around Bitcoin since about $7.50. $7.50. Some other VIPs that Kathy was talking about, she's been involved since 2017. We just love that. We love the fact that you guys have been around for a while. If you guys want to learn, if you haven't been around for a while, come and join VIP. You guys hit that button, and you have to hit it all the time for trades. If you're not doing as well as you want to, once you hang out with some people that are doing well, we look forward to welcoming you to the VIP. That's just the truth. So we're excited you're here. Now, in terms of this we got into some candlestick pattern formation, some discussions today. We'll have some future candlestick, I'd say, candlestick lessons maybe that we'll go through. We'll get involved in the technicals. Right now, we're focused on like what's the main thing that people can focus on. What's real simple, like RSI, relative strength, right? We would go, and we can get into the nuances. It's not that we don't want to cover them. It's not that we can't cover them, guys. When we cover, let's start with the 21 time frames. We can start with this. Yes, there are some that are used more so than other, but how many of those are in conformance? When I put forth a trade to the VIP, I've looked at the majority, if not all of those. Okay, I have done the diagnostics on that. I want to know all the variability that's involved before we really solidify into into a trade. And it's not financial advice, but what we look at is the notion that the more conformance we get amidst the different time frames is going to give us a higher probability. The more in terms of a successful trade, the more that we're able to really achieve a technical conformance with a standardized pattern, with something that is really technically institutionally accepted. I mean, we're talking about 90% of Wall Street's going to say, yeah, that's correct. We deal with a lot of levels of sophistication in terms of Fibonacci's, etc., wave formation, etc. We don't get too technical, guys. We're ordinary guys. We do have a good time trading, and that's the whole point. We're supposed to have fun and make money, right? So amidst this time, while things have been going down, we've been frustrated because it's been a little bit, what would you say, the volatility's been lacking. We've been looking for an expression of something where the volatility could get back to us. What I'll say is, when we drop down into this zone, you guys know that we had a ton of volatility here, right from this rising wedge. You guys, we've covered that. The drop down into this zone, it provided up to, the trades were phenomenal, guys. 30, 40, almost 50%. I don't want to speak out of turn, but as we look at this, guys, it was I think a 30, 40. As we look at this, if you guys use leverage, I don't even want to talk about how incredible your returns were, 30, 40, etc. I'm just going to say plus right now. We have those diagnostics ready for you guys to look at any point in time. In the back rooms, you guys can we can fully measure those and do it at 40. You guys go through the measurements, but in terms of what you can achieve, I don't want to ever overstate anything. As we really get down to the nano, since I did bring it up, let me go ahead and make use of this new machine here. But yeah, we're looking at 43%. Okay, so 43% on the candlesticks, guys. That was we have a specific video on all the specific returns. You could have traded that the 40% move on an intra time period, a smaller time frame, much more than 40%. You guys know that we do micro trades. We do all kinds of deals. Look at Andrew powering through with a $100 super chat. That is just phenomenal, Andrew. Guys, Andrew's up to, what is it, 700 in terms of being a key supporter. Andrew, I cannot thank you enough for the work that you do and the support that you give the community. It is phenomenal. It is really phenomenal. And Andrew is just, guys, he's a powerhouse. I will tell you, he is when he is consistently doing well. And I'm not talking about baby trades, guys. He's out of baby trade zone, like big time. He can run with the big guys at any point in time. It's not to be intimidating to anybody, but if you guys want a solid framework or somebody to plug into, Andrew right here in the back chat rooms, 100%, guys. You have my word on it, and you've never heard me say that at all. You'll have his word on it. How about that? Why don't you ask Andrew? He'll give you his word. It's like, I know what I'm doing. So don't trust me. Why don't you trust him in terms of that? Andrew, your support means so incredibly much to the community as a whole, and you guys just shout out to Andrew in the chats right now. Fill it up with real levels of support, because guys, we're looking at some huge potential here in terms of profits. You guys dig into that when Andrew shouts out, take it as a shout out. We may have some profits coming in. Okay, why? Because this original pour down, we were in a very bearish pattern up top, and I'll cover this just for Andrew. We'll talk about some big profits because he's been making them, guys. He has been making them in stocks and cryptos, etc. We do have a multiplicity in terms of the overall breadth of what we cover. I don't provide financial advice, particularly on securities. You guys know it's a little bit different with crypto. I've been in touch with the state regulation board of securities, etc., just to make sure, and their commentary was, well, these aren't even securities, right? I'm like, well, I understand that, but I'm still going to say not financial advice. I don't want people losing money. I want, VIPs, etc. You guys are great at interacting. This rising wedge that we saw along the top, and it was a dual rising wedge. It was no surprise in terms of where we were positioned, okay, towards the top of Bitcoin, stand back. It wasn't good. We prepare with Fibonacci's with the pricing targets below. Absolutely. So you see this at the typical diagram you'd see there. Andrew is a Fibonacci king, guys. He knows what he's doing on the retracements and the extensions. There is no, there's no two ways about it, guys. It's just really, really well played. So we can kind of see like a shadow effect here. I'd say the entirety of this channel here can somewhat be expressed with a little bit of variance in terms of a shadow effect. I'd just say an outlying line of resistance and an interior line of resistance. You can get into those both externally and internally within the formation of this channel here. And I would say, kind of in line with with what would you call it? What would you say? I don't want to get too technical on you guys. Regression trend, is that too much? I hope not, guys. But the interior line, the standard deviation is going to be measured around the upper and the lower bound of a regression trend, guys. You want to talk about a channel to trade? There's your channel to trade. Okay, kind of the shadow effect, the upward and lower bound. You have your top and your bottom level. Okay, you have your entry and your exits. Okay, your entry is going to be along the bottom, your exits along the top. This is kind of the shadow effect. I'd say the multiplicity, the levels above and below. I just kind of call it that in terms of kind of what the upper and the lower bounds. Okay, I don't want to, if we can call it, let's not get into regression trends per se. I don't want to get into standard deviations per se, but we do have upward and lower bounds. Okay. A lot of people, I'm going to tell you, and Andrew will copy this right now. A lot of people right now are coming up to the forefront and saying, well, maybe the models of Bitcoin are wrong. Oh, really? I just want to know what now, because it was at 64,863.10, right? 64,000. Okay, then everyone was saying, oh, no, it's all right. Everything's right. Now, who was the only one who had a sense of I'm going to say, decorum about this? We did, guys. I do not know another channel. Andrew will copy this. We have multiple people that were actually in sessions and training with me. I don't know another group at all that can literally copy up with multiple people that say, yes, we alone the top of this. Absolutely, we're alone standing up and saying, hey, guys, how's it going? There's a problem here at the top of Bitcoin. Everyone else signing off on the huge astronomical figures. Not that we don't believe at all in the potential of the technology. It's phenomenal. We love it. We will run it home with the best of them in terms of long-term potential. We believe in this market like you wouldn't believe, guys. The technology, we love it. We wouldn't be involved in it if we didn't love it. But the problem is now everyone's saying, oh, maybe the model is wrong. Do you think maybe the model is wrong? I'm just going to call it out big time, because this group has had it right the whole time, guys. We have had it right the entirety of the time. Now everybody in the entirety of the space is saying, well, they're not going to say, well, maybe the crypto kingdom, maybe the VIP are right. They're not going to come out and say that, but we know that we were right, guys. We know we have been right. Everyone starts to come over. All the other channels start to come over. Think about where you're spending your time, guys. Do you want to spend your time with the people the entirety of the time who are completely wrong? No, I don't. I'll note the fact that they're wrong. Now, you guys may be doing the same thing. I'll give you some credit. You guys are very smart. You're a smart group. You may have been cautious the whole time. If you've been cautious the whole time, congratulations. You're probably already VIP. You're probably already a subscriber or working towards becoming a VIP. To the individuals who may tune in and say, you know what? I have been listening to the wrong information. Hey, we welcome you. We welcome you into the crypto kingdom. Now, I'm going to draw something kind of interesting because we haven't drawn it yet. You guys check this out. This is something new for Andrew because he loves charts. All right, Andrew, what is this? You can help me define this. And it's not clearly expressed, is it? But what have we got here? I'm just going to draw it. Like, I'm not really afraid to draw anything here. If we had more of a full expression, I heard someone bring this up in terms of a diamond top bottom. Someone just expressed that on a different channel. Some guy who spends millions and millions of dollars in terms of his trades and everything else, where he sells you Bitcoin at 64,000 and then he goes off on wild vacations. I'm not a fan of that, guys. I'm not a fan of that. Someone did mention a diamond top formation or a diamond bottom formation that would be a reversal. I don't think that that's really indicated. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and say we're missing kind of half the story on that, right? So I don't even think that is realistic to kind of expect, because it could be a nice reversal pattern, guys. It could be a beautiful reversal pattern, but watch who you're getting your information from, please. Do you see this? And I hate to harp on other people in Dubai or etc. We have some members from Dubai. Those guys, if they want to learn technicals, guys, we have investment bankers from JP Morgan. We have blue collar to white collar. The one thing is they have common sense. They have the ability to apply the technicals. When I hear of someone talking about a diamond bottom formation right now, I'm like, excuse me, you're missing. Andrew, we haven't talked about it. They're missing half of the entirety of the play. The whole thing is out of step. Like, what are they talking about? Really what this is, and we know what this is, guys. This was a break out of, it was a break out of an expanding wedge. That's all it was. It's, believe it or not, guys, it is not this. I don't even know the name. I don't even want to mention it. What is this? There's accumulation distribution. What is that? I don't even know. The guy's name is not even. That guy's name is not even in the majority of the materials that you're going to read that hold any weight in Wall Street, guys. It's just not. Whatever. I'm not going to talk about it. Whatever you guys are slicked up with from the other channels, y'all need to just drop it, guys. Because if you want to, be with the team that's ahead of the pack, and I'm not going to be egotistical at all. I'm going to tell the truth. Ahead of the pack, like almost every day, any day we want to be. I'm going to tell you, Andrew knows this. How many times are we on the top of the charts? A whole lot of times in terms of our picks, etc. We had it with the 10x in 2 minutes. Phenomenal day trading expertise and practice in play. So this was absolutely, guys, a bearish pattern, an expanding wedge. Okay, you see this hitch right here? This hitch, this breakout, boom, into another, into the descending triangle. That is real simple, guys. You have a bearish pattern breaking into another bearish pattern. There's 1,000 ways to describe this, guys. Right now, if you disagree with the predecessor events or anything else, or no, I have seen 15 different chart patterns, you can see them all, guys. We can take them all home, and we can discuss them in different time frames for the next 10 years if we want to. What's important right now is that we have an expression, a negative expression with a hitch line, with a breakthrough that looks like right now it's trying to achieve, something it wasn't achieving during the beginning. Okay, in terms of there was a secondary hitch along this line here. This is a breaking point. We're going to want to see that set. Okay, if it sets and it moves to the upside, great. If it breaks down, we will have achieved a breakdown outside of this, a confirmation along the previous line of support, turned into, and understand, guys, turned into resistance and a move to the downside. If you see that, it could be an aggressive move to the downside. I'm talking about an aggressive move to the next level, down to the Fibonacci's. You guys have those levels, correct? Yes. Andrew, thank you so much for your support. We definitely appreciate it. And let's see what we have in terms of people looking at Harmony 1. Hey, congratulations. Hope you're scaling into that, Bobby. Congratulations, Lars. Very, very exciting to see Lars here. Lars is a great VIP. Carlos is in the he is in the mix as well, so we like to see that. I've got kind of a shuffled up framework of like 2 or 3 monitors, so it's a little uncomfortable. I need to get like the different screens up. We'll work on doing that. Right now, I appreciate you guys being patient while we're working on all the aesthetics of everything, guys. It's like, it's Sunday, it's the weekend. I was like, I got to get this information out. I wasn't going to stream right now. I was going to do it later. I'm like, we're breaking through this triangulation. I have to get this at all costs out to you guys. So very, very exciting information that we're looking at potentially hitting this lower zone. If we could hit it, we are so excited. We have orders ready to deploy, cash ready to deploy at these lower Fibonacci levels. You guys know that it's not a joke. It's not a there's no question about it. VIP's ready to deploy that cash. Talked with Kathy today and Andrew. Andrew's ready to just hit these lower levels without a doubt. He is ready to just hammer into them. He's trading hard every single day. Kathy has been around since 2017 in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and just exciting, phenomenal, kind of I'd say perspective providing to you guys and to me. The entirety of this space is just, it is enriched by you guys, all of you. And I'm not floating the boat. I'm not saying, oh, this is exciting. If I hype up anything, it's your experience. It's the fact that you guys have done well. It's not going to be the prices. It's not, it's going to be the truth in terms of the technical analysis as I see it, and I'm able to and am able to bring that to you in terms of this situation right here. People like Andrew, Kathy, etc., who've been around the game for a while. Andrew's been trading for 10 years. Plus I think he's won competitions trading. He's the man, right? He's great. We have a lot to talk about. I really enjoy that. As you're seeing the strength here, this would be an important level for people to hold or not. It could generate a lot more interest in Bitcoin were we to fall through to the next level below, to the golden pocket. That would be huge. I mean, who's not going to play the golden pocket? Everybody's going to play the golden pocket. So you guys know that we have that lined out as 24,777. You guys, that's a 61.8. We have the 65th percentile as 22,702 and 9 cents. Okay, 702 and 9 cents. That's the 65th. 65th percent, easy for me to say, 65th percent retracement. That golden pocket is the golden ratio. That's essentially what all things kind of gravitate towards in terms of pricing growth, believe it or not, on the micro and the macro. So it would be completely expected. It's not a shock, guys. It would be completely expected that we would achieve that zone, right? Absolutely. And it's exciting for us. Andrew, I just and so appreciative of the fact that Andrew is showing his support for the community, and that is, I want you guys to know, it is not a circumstance. Oh, hey, let's put that in the back pocket. Let's do this, guys. When Andrew shows his support for the community, whenever you guys come up with the support for the community like that, if you're doing well, if you're excited about the market, let's energize this crowd, guys, to the extent you can, and it makes sense. Like that's what we do, and I've made big investments in this channel, believe it or not. Okay, I've made big investments in the channel, just trying to bring forth information to you. And in terms of time, energy, I know you guys are doing the same, and it's just great to see the right crowd come together of people who have been around, who are no BS kind of guys that get together, and girls, and get together and are just loving this community and the growth it's experiencing. We had 100 plus VIP members in the first, and then, guys, that's the level of membership, top tier level of membership. Okay, it's not just subscribers, top tier level of membership that you can click on the desktop, or on, not on your iPhone or your cell phone. Terms of service, YouTube doesn't like that. So definitely excited about you guys continuing to join. We had 130 VIPs the first month because we were literally just tearing it up, guys. We were trading Doge live, and we traded a lot of things live. Gave lessons, etc., on the top of Bitcoin. It included the top of Bitcoin during the top of Bitcoin. So it's technical analysis, right? It's uncontroverted when we're on tape and filming the top of Dogecoin. Yeah, it's just that's what happened. We called it. That's it. Out. Boom. Right. And everyone's like, well, how would you know the top, right? Well, we focus on technical analysis, right? So it's no mystery in terms of what does go forth. In terms of the technicals, what's generally accepted amongst the heavy traders like Andrew. He has been doing this for 10 years, guys. He understands what is expected when he's going to deploy his cash into a position. He just does. To the extent people are confused about that, the people who waffle around and go to, they get their information from the wrong source, those are the guys that are feeding the rest of the market, while, there's a pack of people with real cash and real positions that are bam. They're just, and it's just a function of the market. 95% of the people are just wish-wash, throw the cash around and just go on opinion or belief or something. No, it's the people with the technical, the technical slant to them that are definitely the ones who've been around for the longest, typically, and they're the ones who that you're competing against. Right, and I say that, but you are them. Okay, a lot of you are them. So that's not that's the truth, right? We have. Lifetime achievement awards for people just killing it in the market. It sounds really, really cheesy, but I don't know. I have to give you a hard time at some point, Andrew. I mean, hopefully you can laugh at that lifetime achievement award. I don't know. We got to give you a VIP award, and I don't want to mention that, but at some point I might have to give you some kind of credit here. So instead of that, maybe we'll give you a VIP award for your consistent. How about that? If we could do that for your consistent show of support, and we try and have a good time. We had a great talk this morning. Andrew was going through some different communications. We're going to be setting up for VIPs. Definitely. You guys know this line of support. This $31,632.55. Currently, the price of Bitcoin is being, guys, it's pretending like it wants to fall back up into something that is triangulated. I'm just going to say it's triangulated because we typically look for multiple expressions and multiple hits along a line of resistance and a line of support. So I'd say along the line of resistance, we have 1, 2, 3 hits. Line of support, we have 1, 2, and I'd say quasi 3, potentially a breakthrough. That's the key feature here as we look through this. And people are very, very technical, guys. You don't understand the level of technical expertise that is delivered, and the refined level of precision that is calculably guys, detailed beyond belief. Okay, a real technical trader is going to look at this right here, going to look at exactly, and if you want me to exactly pull this up, they're going to precisely measure this, not a rough estimate. No. They're going to precisely measure this out. I'm talking about they're going to get into the nano, the absolute nitty-gritty, the absolute fine-tooth comb, getting into this, and they're going to measure this out. They are going to know exactly what their targets are, like with precision, guys, laser-guided missile, literally levels of precision. Hugely calculative. Okay, so the guys who are really trading, not the generalized, we want to know what's going to happen this year, next year. No, the guys who are trading this, we're day traders. That's what we do. So we're gonna very much so come up with a real scaled approach on this, and that's going to be generally accepted and generally practiced amongst the people who are really trading. Not a general idea. Well, we kind of want to make some money next month or this week or next year. No, guys. The level of we're deploying orders now. We're getting involved in these trades now. It's not softball, right? We're playing high speed pitch. Throw the slider and let's crank it. We know how to read the stitches on the ball, as they would say in baseball, the baseball crowd, etc. We know how to read the stitches on the ball, right? We're going to tell you, okay, it's coming, it's going to break, bam. That's some kind of nuanced information. I know, Andrew, you have some kids that play baseball, etc. So yeah, that's nice in terms of that. And Andrew, whatever you'd like to see in terms of technicals, we can definitely throw it up right now. I think this is the hottest thing going in terms of this descending triangle and this breakout zone. It would be nice if we were in some sort of a beautiful kind of level here with a diamond formation. I don't think we're in that. I think we're missing a big gulch on that. So that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Now let's see what we have. Let me cruise over here real quickly. Let me open up door number 2 here in terms of the information that I can bring you today. We have a few different doors. Let me see if I can open up door number 2 and see what's behind here, and if I can bring that to you guys. Maybe it'll be a surprise. Let me get involved with let's see this. And we have okay, yeah, we're getting involved with this. Now, what do we have? We have a few new names. We have a few new names in the crowd. Bobby, looks like Bobby is involved. Bobby Huff. Bobby, what's up, Bobby? It looks like maybe you belong with us. Not sure, but maybe you belong with the crew here, and maybe you want to join VIP. Maybe you don't know much about the crowd. I can just tell you we're a lot of people, former investment bankers, current exchange employees, crypto exchange employees. We have financial professionals, a multitude of people. We have contacts in and around. A lot of different people been around Bitcoin for a long time, and it's just the right group. I tell you, I wouldn't tell you if it's the right group if it's not. Brother, I've been around, and anyone else who is looking at joining, it's just the right group. I'll tell you that. And I do have the shades on. I do have the shades. Why? Because I don't know. I like the kind of the glow effect of the diamond laser eyes. I just like that. I like these shades. Cool thing. I wore these shades, and then everyone's like, "Oh, London's wearing shades, right?" Yeah, I am. Okay, that's just it, right? And then what happened? Elon threw his shades up. Right, the next day, just so you know a little bit of history about us. You're like, whatever, dude. I know, huh? Whatever, dude. That's like it's like what it is, right? Let's see if he still got him up. You guys think he still has? I just have to bring this up because I mean it's pretty much the coolest thing, running in terms of where's Elon at? You guys know Elon Musk? Let's see. There he is. You see the shades on? Yeah, we see the shades on. I gotta say, we threw the shades up on Crypto Kingdom. I don't know. What do you guys think, huh? Then the next morning he decides, hey. Boom. He puts on his shades, huh? Nice move. Nice entry, huh? Nice. Nice trade, huh? No. No. I have an extra pair for him if he would like an extra pair of these. But these, I don't know if I can find these per se, but it's funny, huh? Nice trade? I don't think so, but he's cool people. I like Elon a lot. He brings a lot to the space, and some people are resistant towards him or anything else. The only thing we resist is bad information. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Bad information. If we can back it up with empirical evidence, hey, we'll give it a shot. If they could do it, if they could back it up with empirical evidence, and I mean data-driven evidence or science, etc., or accepted norms, principles, hey, we'll roll with it, guys. It's everyone's entitled to an opinion, particularly people who are involved in like corporate governance. Yeah, corporate governance is a different world. So in terms of Elon being judged by a bunch of slackies out in Dubai or something that want to tell him to get back to work, get back to work? No, we're not in that crowd. We have a lot of respect for people. Now, in terms of this, Bobby, you check out VIP. You're going to love it. King Jose in the house. What's up, King Jose? How are you, brother? Nice to see you. And Bobby, you'll never have another experience. Just you being introduced to Andrew is going to be a big deal. When we're running through trades, not many people can pick me apart in terms of mentally. And he laughed today. He's like, London, I can't give you my secrets, And so I know I touched a nerve today when we were talking on the conference call this morning. We try and do that every Sunday. We'll try and increase comms again. You guys, we're looking at increasing communications amongst the VIP. So we're going to try and increase and start an audio communication mechanism so the VIPs can be talking throughout the day about their trades. Let's build this sucker. Let's do that. That sounds fun, huh? That'd be real nice. Just have a nice audio channel. It's not going to be Telegram. It's not going to be Discord. We're going to have enterprise level of security. Anything get out of hand, anyone want to act up or misbehave while your financials are being discussed or anything, cha-ching, we got a problem, huh? Yeah, Houston will have a problem. Okay, so you guys don't worry about that. As we're looking to breaking back up into this, Jose, to update you, we have this descending kind of, I'm going to say generally descending, yes, triangulation, multiple hits along the top line of resistance, hit multiple hits along the bottom side now in terms of the support. So if we get back up into this, it is going to be a absolute bear, right, to beat. Essentially, guys, it's going to be a really difficult pattern to beat. The one thing we would have going for it is that it didn't have a full expression here. Well, you had a bull flag here that didn't have a full expression within that. So we're in a real kind of interesting scenario right now. As we started the stream, this was looking like it wanted to just bounce off and go to the downside. It may, if it does, be prepared for some price action, potentially down to the golden pocket. We're excited about that, guys. I'm just going to tell you, not because the price is going to drop, because we're ready with backup reserve cash for lower levels. That's the VIP way to be. Absolutely ready with backup cash at the lower levels. That's phenomenal. That's exactly what we want to endeavor to achieve. As you guys look at the price action, let's just take a look at this, guys. The price action, right, of the entirety of this move, just beautiful, guys. Really, really beautiful work. Like 10,000. What was this from the previous low? Here we go. 5,900. 5,900, $6,000, guys, at this low, the initiation of the trajectory, $6,000 up to 64,863.10, almost 65,000. We'll take a 10x, no problem, huh? We love that. So we're looking towards another 10x. You guys have heard me say this about Dogecoin quite a bit. Yeah, we'll take another 10x. Where do we want to start from? That's it. The only question I have in my mind is where do we want to start from? That's not financial advice, but as we look at this, guys, we'll take another 10x from 6,000, 5,900, etc. This intermittent low that we achieved up to the run-up. We'll take another 10x. How many other people do you think are interested in taking another 10x journey with some multiples of 10x, hopefully, achievable as we day trade? That's what I'm talking about. That sounds like fun. You guys in? I think you guys are in, huh? That's what we want to... That's what we want to do. I think, Andrew, maybe I'll give you the 10X award, huh? 10X VIP award. I think you've achieved over that on a lot of your trades in terms of your portfolio, et cetera. I'd love to come up with some cool kind of award for you because you keep supporting us. That means a whole lot to the community. So we really appreciate that. We'd like to shout out to Angel as well. Angel, of course, is the $8.85 thousand top supporter. Angel keeps just killing it, knocking it out of the park. He's been involved in Bitcoin since, $7.50? Around thereabouts, guys. Give me a little, I'm going to round at $7.50. He's been around at Bitcoin. So he has a lot to teach us, as does everybody else. We have just a real good group in terms of what we can learn. It's just really exciting. So if this decides to turn up into this triangulation here, we can trade it. We can trade it as we get into the trades that we do, guys. You understand? We'll trade on the macro. We'll also get into let's get into the 3 minute. You guys want to get into the 3 minute? Okie doke, the 3 minute. Yeah, we'll get into the 1 minute. You guys know we'll get into the micro, down to the details, right? And we'll hit it, guys. Nice channel formation. People have been trading this a lot more heavily. This is just the zone in between 31,000, about 31. What is it? $31,068 into 32,356 thereabouts. Very very interesting to see kind of just what's occurring at the smaller levels. We would get down into the micro beyond this. Believe it or not, guys, if you want to see a group trade, you came to the right place in terms of sometimes we do it live, etc. We're going to be looking at definitely at the 1 second chart. We're just going to be looking at it. We're going to be enjoying it. This is where the real traders prove their worth. I'm just going to tell you as this designs itself out, as we work into different formations. You guys know, people are literally trading these channels. Okay, you guys know that, right? We don't do that all the time. We work on the macro, etc. But people are trading these channels. Okay, we're focused on this quite frequently. Is that going to try and confirm off there and go to the upside? There you go. See that? Confirm off there, go to the upside. Boom. Okay, so and it's going to fail. It's going to stick along there. If you want to call these out, you want to talk about, did you play the fake out on that or not? You could trade the fake out on that in terms of literally the setup, etc. So we are very involved in trades like that all the time, guys. We definitely enjoy that. As we get into the nuanced level of this day trading at a lower level, We have fun, guys. It's the right it is the right community to have a blast. It takes a second to get into the lower time frames. It does. You have to kind of adjust to it, and you have to adjust back out of it. You guys understand that when you adjust back out of it, you know it's just I just drew this line. You're seeing kind of a reconfirmation along this. It's just this is the ideology, and Andrew knows this. Just to let you guys know, his his forte is he can swing trade anything, guys. He's definitely into pattern formations, etc. on the lower time frames, in and out quickly. He is that's his prowess. If you guys want to know, and you look at the this is just on the 1 second time frame. So we're very interested in training in these levels, like getting in the trenches and training in these levels. Yes, we have bigger moves. Absolutely, we have bigger moves on the hourly, for instance. We'll go into the hourly without a doubt. We'll go into, kind of the larger time frames, deal with some things that are a little bit, kind of easier to deal with, etc. Like, we're not going to push the limit too much. We're definitely, in terms of being open to kind of the mass of people, like not everyone wants to power trade through the 1 second time frame. Hey, I understand that a lot. Not everyone has the time. Anyone can. I think almost anyone can. That's my impression. Anyone can do that. It's just the whole notion of it is like, do people have the time to do it? Not everyone has the time to literally go through that. That's an important aspect of what your level of involvement is in trading, right? We would say that. Now, the expression on the lower time frame. This is on the hourly time frame instead of on the daily. We have some additional contraindications that we can go through. Now, it's not this is where things get a little messy as you look at the daily. I prefer to stick with the daily now, just because, guys, it's where to me it's where the money's at. The bigger money, it's where that's at in terms of these lower time frames, because we have a lot of frustration here in terms of defining a pattern. We can establish a few different nuanced lines. We can get into things that are a little bit messy. It's just been a miserable kind of frustrated approach that we've had to take. I would say, if anything, for certain, we did have one of these I covered yesterday, which would be this rising wedge. Okay, I think this rising wedge is in the process of playing out, along with some other issues in terms of trying to adhere to the 50% retracement, etc. It's just when the 1 hour chart looks this choppy, it's like, wow, it's really nice to go ahead and just back off into the daily. I'm just going to say that on the 1 hourly, we have some interesting things to look at. It just looks so choppy, particularly after being at that 1 second time frame. It just looks really reminiscent of that, wouldn't you guys say? It seems like it has that kind of expression, so that's difficult to look at. In terms of this rising wedge, we would expect, we have kind of confirmed off of that line on a different time frame. I'm sure it's an exact hit in terms of the confirmation. It's probably an exact hit on that, and we are just are we just marching down in terms of bear flag after bear flag? I'm going to bring that up. Are we just marching down on bear flag after bear flag, right? Let's see what we have here. Have a great night, everyone. All right, Bobby Huff, you be good, brother. You check back in, and you join up with VIP, and watch your trading change. No matter where you're at, I think it will change for the better, and I really mean that. And we hope you do well. If you're with another group, we hope you especially do well. Give them a shout out right now, etc. All the other groups, guys, we're competitive. We're always willing to talk with other people in other groups and see what you can learn from us, and we can learn from you. And we'll both say, if anything, right? So we'll enjoy the competitive nature. But yeah, we have a real solid group, and we appreciate that. In terms of this, guys, we have kind of a multiplicity of things that could be drawn. We could get into these smaller time frames. I think that we're gonna, it's gonna frustrate one way or the other as we get to these lower time frames, and it's just not real comfortable right now because they keep redefining themselves. I'm not sure it's in everyone's kind of best interest to just redraw everything every 10 or 15 minutes when it's not wanting to really. It's just in a frustrated zone, guys, and there's a lot of chop going on. I'm gonna say that in terms of chop, meaning traders, guys. When things shift a lot, Andrew knows this, huh? When things shift a lot like this, and you're wondering what is going on with the price, nothing seems predictable. People are chewing into this. At like lower time frames with day trades, and it's just giving it a real unpredictable kind of level. So that's just the truth in terms of that. And I just want to let you guys know you might be in a descending wedge here. If you think that that's validated, you may look at this for a kind of a power trade. If it wants to break out, you may be able to look at that and get involved in that. I would say that would be kind of the icing on the cake if we could kind of just for a second play a trade within this and just enjoy this for a moment in terms of this channel if it wants to comport. I would say on a different time frame, I'd definitely look into that right now. If you wanted to day trade in line with with multiple lines of contact along this support, 1, 2, 3, 4, along the contact of support. You do have a little bit of variability along this line of resistance right here. But if I draw this in, you have a pretty solid framework to go on. And Andrew, I think you'll appreciate that, and I think you'll agree with that in terms of the technicals here. We do have this descending wedge, which is essentially it's the fallout of, and it's the nature of the expression of this inability to get below this 50% retracement. We've got the negative expression. We have another negative expression countered by a positive expression. We have a lot of that going on in this zone. It's the nature of a consolidation. The upward and downward, kind of, if you look at a sine curve, it's kind of a wave formation, just the pattern of the up and down. Yeah, definitely. You would have to get into a cognizable, kind of appreciable, I'll say appreciable level of variance, okay, in here to understand that, well, maybe you did try and break out of something early. Maybe you're kind of stuck further into the underneath the line of resistance. Now, you guys do those advanced diagnostics. You guys do those, get the microscope out. Make sure that it's in line with what you're plugged into, and in terms of that. And Andrew, you are just you're getting it heavy, huh? You decided to come play a little heavier, huh? I'm very impressed right now in terms of Andrew is powering through with some additional super chats, and it's just nice, Andrew. I appreciate that, and everybody appreciates that. What do I say? I almost want to light my cigar up for you. I'm not sure I can do that on YouTube, but I might as well, huh? Absolutely, as a matter of choice, just for you, Andrew. I think I should kind of light the cigar up, and also inform you I don't have that much more time here. So if you want to really shout out, I've got maybe we may have to restart the stream, and I'll do a special banner for you, something later on tonight. I knew this would happen because I'm kind of limited. It's a Sunday, and so I'm kind of limited with where I'm at right now. I'm trying to light this cigar up for you, and this will be specifically for you. I'm very excited, Andrew, to have your continued support, and he's racked up another 100. But yeah, we should definitely smoke him if you got him, because Andrew is probably in the framework of continually just smoking a cigar. I know you smoke cigars, so this was for you, Andrew. Very nicely done. That's who we got. You like the cigar. There we go. Nice to see you. Is that Isaiah? Isaiah's in the house. That's for you, Andrew, because I know Andrew likes to smoke cigars. You're welcome anytime here to go ahead and say hello. We do have a time limitation. It's not going to be fun. I'll just tell you, it's just nice to see Andrew just stepping on up. Very nice. I don't know what to say, Andrew. I'm not surprised at all, but you must be killing it. In terms of TA, I'll say Andrew appreciates TA very much, and as he becomes more involved in the channel, just understand, enjoy this stogie. Hey, it's for you, brother. It's for you. You light one up too, brother. You're killing it. And we know there's not another group around. We are exclusive to the degree that we're exclusive. And I know that. And people who talk with you on Sundays, I mean, we know people who delve into this at this kind of a level, and not just this, direct contact, et cetera, et cetera. We're capable of doing, I think, better than the people who approach this on a kind of a lackadaisical approach. It's the truth, yeah. So we enjoy that. If you guys want to be more of a part of that, you guys know where that join button is, and just it's Andrew, I'm looking forward to you becoming an increasing part of this whole dynamic, and I don't know, to the extent that you would enjoy that and it would be fulfilling for you, let's ring it up. I know Angel's got some good ideas, you have some good ideas, the whole team has some good ideas, and we've had support from Lars, support from Josh, support from AJ, support from tons of people along the way, and I'll just, if I can count them up, I'll get to the ledger if I need to, but just the continual people that are involved, also you who are involved, who are not just screaming out with super chats. Just understand, these are the people who want to build it. They're shouting out to you saying, hey, we're doing well, we want to help build this thing up, and they're excited about helping you guys and being probably the strongest team that we could definitely put together right now. Maybe we missed a few people along the way because we had a rule or policy against this or that. Maybe we decided we don't want people to bring an idea unless it's been qualified up by maybe someone like Andrew or me. We don't want that, right? Angel is going to bring. Angel's got some good ideas for appreciation of wealth. He's kind of he's designated as that. We have kind of some team dynamics. We don't like him, frustrated too much. We don't want like those messed with too much. And it's just for people's protection who don't know, but particularly they haven't been around crypto for as long. So people have been around crypto since Bitcoin is $7.50. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a better idea how this whole thing's going to work. I'm just going to tell you, you've been involved in markets for 10 plus years, and some people have. I talked to a guy yesterday, and he's been involved with crypto or with investments for the last 10, 15 years, and he tells me day trades yesterday, and I felt for him because I felt for the whole situation. I'm like, well, how's it going? You day trade, that's great. And I said, well, how are you doing on your trades? He's like, well, I'm down. I'm like, okay, you're down on the day. He's like, no, I'm down. We're down. I'm like, but you day trade. He's like, no, we're down in Ethereum. It's 2,000, and he's just kind of upset. Cool guy, real cool guy. He's like upset. It was at 4,000. I'm like, well, it's down. It was up at 4,000. Now it's at 2,000. Like, you're not day trading. Like, that's not day trading. Like, what are you doing day trading if you're telling me it was at 4,000, you're at 2,000? That doesn't make any sense. You're not day trading. Like, what are you doing? You're buying every day? That's fine if you want to buy every day. But if you're day trading, you're getting out of a position when it's 4,000. You're doing the analytics technically to where you understand the entirety of the market and the framework put together for you to profit. And you're not holding from 4,000 to 2,000 on Ethereum. I heard that. And I'm like, do what? And I was trying to be very nice. I was being extremely nice. I wasn't being insulting at all. I found out how much he hated things. And, I'm going to tell you, he didn't like the notion of him losing so much. This is the problem. He didn't like the notion of him losing so much. He couldn't tolerate the fact that we were winning and that the group was winning and that we had an idea about how not to lose. And this is the problem we get into. And Andrew, we get this dynamic a lot. People who have lost so much, they can't even understand the idea of a restoration campaign. They can't even understand the idea that someone or a group can come up with them and can restore their account or bring them some fundamentals, a different way of thinking. Now the other stations or the other groups are kind of understanding that, well, maybe the dynamics were wrong. Maybe everything that's been saying was just wrong. Now they're telling their people after they've lost 50% of their cash. And people get angry about that, and they express that on us or anyone who's actually winning. So it's not fair to us. That's not fair to people like Andrew and me, Angel and Lars and Jose. That's not fair to us. You take that out on the punching bag. You go work out, do something else exciting. You don't come and just like hate on people who have an idea about winning. I just don't see how that cycle doesn't repeat. Frankly, I see how the pricing cycle of Bitcoin likes to repeat. I want to be a part of it, or Dogecoin, or anything else. I want to repeat that cycle. People who are frustrated when they've lost money and they resent people who have ideas about making the money and the right ideas at the top, etc., that cycle is going to repeat. They're going to get angry. They're going to turn around, go find another bad opinion, and lose more money. And I just tell you, from a common sense, logical standpoint, if you can't receive that and that turns you off, that's that repeat cycle going right out the door again. And we see that all the time. And it's unfortunate. It's not egotistical. It is the truth. We see it all the time. They'll come back. They'll come back after weeks or months, etc. And they'll walk right out the door. They'll be upset right now. This is not what I need to hear. Oh, well, now you need to hear that all the other groups are saying maybe they were wrong after you've lost 50% of your money. That's so unpopular for me to say. Why? Because it's the truth, and people don't like it, and they get offended, and they take off. That's cool. No problem. We have a good group. We're excited. Anyone can join if you obey the rules, and the rules are set up by me. They're also set up by Twitter and also set up by YouTube. So if you cannot obey the rules, they're not just my rules. They're not Andrew's rules. They're not Angel's rules. They're literally the rules of YouTube. Okay, so we have the best investment group. We know that. We're very excited about it. We appreciate your continued support, Andrew, and it's in no way intended to be flippant or arrogant whatsoever. We want to help the community. We have people who've been involved in this industry for years, right? For years in crypto, who've done extraordinarily well, who've bought at $7, who would love to share that information with other people. And it's just like, well, no, people lost 50% and they don't want to hear from anyone who's making money. It's like, whoa. We talk about the psychology of the market a lot. We talk about the psychology of the market a whole lot. But that gets into like a psychological something else that I don't know how to fix. That's not our job to fix that. Our job is to spread information and try and support people, try and motivate people, and try and build the right kind of team. So that's really exciting. And in terms of that, we just invite you to be part of that team. We want you to be part of that team, that winning team. So this ascending wedge, right, contravened a little bit by this descending wedge right here. That's about as interesting as we can make it and about as accurate as we can make it with a little bit of variance there. Okay, so just remember the touch of variance. Okay, so Andrew, you going to trade that? I think he might. What do you guys think? I think he might. You'll see the little bit of variance on this, and a little bit of, I'll let you play with the lines, Andrew. You play with them in the back room. Let's get that chart working. I think I sent you a few charts on Bitcoin. We do have new rooms. I want to let you guys know in the back, and shout out to what's up, big time on Elon. What's up? Got to say that, man. Forever we'll be the crew that came out with the shades, and then he came out with the shades. That's cool. I mean, that's nice. Just huge shout out, huh? Unbelievable. Nice. Very nice, huh? Very cool. He's cool people. I got to tell you, he's Texas kind of cool. VIP hot altcoins. Yeah, we're closing up. hot altcoins. You guys see that? Yeah, we got hot altcoin section. We got VIP general chat. We also got Doge trades. Okay, these are back rooms with the locks on them, guys. You guys just check that out. And then we have the general chat here. So in Bitcoin trade. So guys, get used to seeing some positivity around this group. We're going to keep killing it. We got some ICOs coming out, a bunch of positive gainers. And Andrew, we'll do a live stream just for you. I'm going to do a live stream individual for VIPs only. We're going to set that up due to your support. You guys take care. We do have to roll. It's Sunday night. Go spend some time with your family. This is London with the Crypto Kingdom. Talk to you soon.